Looking for a dream house?
Always have your own doctor and a realtor. There is no shortcut to experience and knowledge. You want to buy, sell, or invest? Residential or commercial? Experience the difference with Azfar Tahir, your full-time realtor for life. Hello my dear viewers, welcome to the Realtors Cafe with Azfar Tahir. कैसे हैं आप? खैरियत से ठीक ठाक हैं? Hope all is well at your end. Weather is not bad. थोड़ा सा बीच में cold हो गया था. Last 3-4 days were extremely cold, but now it's picking up. I think it's getting warmer. So next week looks like pretty good. Enjoy कीजिए, काफ़ी blessing है ये भी. Otherwise, as I always say, February is the worst month of the year. Coldest and very bad, but this time around काफ़ी अच्छा हम टाइम निकल गया, जितना भी निकल जाए अच्छा है और काफ़ी माइल्ड रहा है इस दफ़ा. छोटा मोटा I mean it's bearable. One has to be little थोड़ा सा तो अपने होने चाहिए कि यार कोई नहीं. तो काफ़ी अच्छा निकल गया हमारा विंटर्स थ्रू आउट. वी आर I mean the last leg. कहते हैं कि हाथी निकल गया टेल रह गई. तो लेट्स होप आगे भी मौसम इम्प्रूव कर जाएगा और बेहतर हो जाएगा. इसी मौसम जैसे मौसम अच्छा चल रहा है इसी तरह रियल एस्टेट मार्केट भी बड़ी अच्छी चल रही है. मार्केट हैज़ पिक्ड अप और एज यू ऑल नो के बैंक्स हैव रिड्यूस देयर मॉर्गेज रेट्स, इंटरेस्ट रेट्स इंटरनली. बैंक ऑफ कनाडा हैज़ नॉट डन इट. बैंक ऑफ कनाडा ने अभी नहीं किया, लेकिन बैंक ऑफ कनाडा भी जल्दी कर देगा. जैसे मेरे आप पिछले शोज़ में मैंने बल्कि फ्यू मंथ्स अगो आई टोल्ड यू कि आप मेरे आज की डेट में लिख लीजिए कि ये आफ्टर मार्च जो है ये फर्स्ट कट जो है वो बैंक ऑफ कनाडा की तरफ से आएगा. बैंक ऑफ कनाडा ने अनाउंस तो किया जी जून में प्रॉब्ली दे आर लुकिंग एट द फर्स्ट रेट कट, लेकिन मेरी जो फोरकास्ट है, मेरी प्रेडिक्शन है दैट इज़ प्रॉब्ली अप्रैल. और इस वक्त जितने भी इंडिकेटर्स हैं दे वेरी पॉजिटिव. और एक और जो अच्छी न्यूज़ ये है कि आपका जो इन्फ्लेशन रेट है वो इज़ कम डाउन. लास्ट मंथ तक 3.4 की रेंज में वाज होवरिंग अराउंड, बट आज की रिपोर्ट ये है जी 2.9%. इट हैज़ कम डाउन टू 2.9%, विच इज़ अ वेरी हेल्दी साइन एंड इट्स अ वेरी गुड इंडिकेटर. और आगे चल के और इसको थोड़ा सा वो कंट्रोल करेंगे. बिकॉज एज यू नो के बैंक ऑफ कनाडा इज ट्राइंग टू ब्रिंग इट डाउन टू 2% रेंज. उसमें टाइम लग जाएगा अभी आते हुए, लेकिन 2.9 इज़ अ गुड रेंज. और जिसकी वजह से ओवरऑल कहा जाए कि थोड़ा सा इन्फ्लेशन कंट्रोल हो रहा है, प्राइसिंग पे कुछ कंट्रोल हो रहा है. लेकिन प्राइसिंग पे ऐसा इतना कंट्रोल हो नहीं रहा, बिकॉज जैसे कि मैंने पहले भी अपने एक शो में कहा था कि गवर्नमेंट इज़ ट्राइंग हार्ड टू ब्रिंग द प्राइसेस डाउन. दे आर टॉकिंग टू ऑल द बिग बॉक्स स्टोर्स कि दे शुड ब्रिंग द प्राइसेस डाउन, बट अभी तक वो इतनी उसमें उनको कुछ सक्सेस नहीं हुई. बट ओवरऑल कुछ लोगों की स्पेंडिंग, जैसे मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ कि प्लीज़ आई मीन यू हैव टू कंट्रोल योर स्पेंडिंग. थोड़ा सा अपना हाथ को टाइट रखें, बिकॉज हमारे भी लोग जो हैं वो जो स्पेंड करते हैं तो टका के करते हैं. जिसकी वजह से वही जो आपकी मनी है जो सर्कुलेशन में आता है, तो वो फिर वो सिचुएशन जो है बैंक ऑफ कनाडा इज लुकिंग एट सो मैनी थिंग्स. तो उसमें ये भी है कि लोग किस तरह लोगों का स्पेंडिंग बिहेवियर क्या है. एंड पीपल इफ़ यू स्पेंड अ लॉट और बगैर सोचे समझे आप कर रहे हैं, ये भी ले लें वो भी ले लें ये भी ख़रीद लें, तो ऑब्वियसली फिर वो इन्फ्लेशन को कंट्रोल करना थोड़ा सा हार्ड हो जाता है. तो अब थोड़ा सा कुछ ओवरऑल एक इम्पैक्ट उसका आया है एंड इज़ अ वेरी पॉजिटिव इंडिकेटर. एंड आगे चल के और अच्छी खबरें आएंगी. और इस वक्त बैंक्स ने भी बड़ा अच्छा रेट्स ऑफर कर रहे हैं. तो आज हमारे स्टूडियोज़ में हमने एक मॉर्गेज प्रोफेशनल को बुलाया. मैंने कहा आज उनसे हम सुनते हैं कि वो हमें बताएं कि इस मॉर्गेजेस का क्या सिचुएशन है, क्या ट्रेंड है, किस तरफ हम जा रहे हैं, बैंक ऑफ कनाडा के क्या प्लान्स हैं आगे. सो लेट्स वेलकम आवर फ्रेंड एंड वेरी डियर फ्रेंड एंड गेस्ट शहरयार महमूद. Welcome to the studio, Shahryar.
Assalamu alaikum, Azfar. Thank you so much for having me here at the Realtor Cafe. It's certainly an honor to be here. And like you said earlier, the sun seems to be shining on us and in this industry. There's lots to be excited about for all the listeners out there. Very good evening to all the listeners at Realtor Cafe. Assalamu alaikum and namaste and sat sri akal, and I hope you're having a good day and the weather seems to be warming up. There's lots to look forward to.
Shahriyar jo hai, he's with CIBC Mortgages and he's a very experienced mortgage guy. He's an experienced banker and now he's been involved in mortgages for a long time now. That's why I invited him to our show कि थोड़ा सा let's hear from the horse's mouth. क्योंकि मैं तो बताता रहता हूँ mortgages के बारे में क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं हो रहा, लेकिन शरिया बताइए आप इस वक्त क्या situation चल रही है इस वक्त?
इस वक्त तो ये है जी कि you know as we went through a lull period starting from COVID, the interest rates went down dramatically and people out there ज़्यादातर लोगों ने काफ़ी properties उठाई जबकि interest rates कम थी. And then gradually COVID was behind us and we looked at interest rates rising to a point where it became unaffordable for a lot of people. Everyone suffered in the industry, especially last year was a bit of a shocker for everybody. And as you know, in the real estate market itself, the prices were impacted and the demand situation was dwindling and lots of homes weren't selling. So there was a sort of a soft period, call it, in the real estate industry. But everyone was looking forward that the times will be better or interest rates come honge, and we started hearing that. It was obviously tied with inflation, and Bank of Canada ka ye prerogative tha ki inflation ko control kare and then come back to reducing rates. So the outlook now is that inflation, as you know, as you rightly pointed out, आज के दिन उन्होंने announce किया है कि it's below 3%, which is a good sign. We will still have to contain it, but we do not see dramatic decreases in interest rates in the forthcoming few months. Yeah. But the general consensus amongst most of the big banks in Canada is that the rates will start coming down significantly towards the second and third quarter of 2024. देखिए दूसरी बात ये है कि internally if you look at it, most of the mortgages जो कोविड के दौरान initiate हुए थे उनकी maturities, bulk उनकी maturities आ रही है 2025 में. तो गवर्नमेंट को कुछ स्टेप्स ऐसे लेना पड़ेंगी जो कि conducive हो clients के लिए out there for renewal purposes. क्योंकि at higher rates it will be impossible for them to be able to cope with the increased payments. That is one factor. दूसरा ये कि there is a lot of demand out there, so you know we have to meet that demand. There has to be a lot of supply side to meet the equation in pricing also, and from a home resale point of view. तो ये चीज़ें हैं. These are the hot topics, so to speak, in the mortgage industry within banking nowadays. One of the things जो कि मैं point out करना चाहता हूँ, the advantages of a bank like ours where we strive to sort of help people achieve their ambitions in life. सबसे important ambition यही होती है कि घर होना चाहिए, छत होनी चाहिए सारों के family के लिए, and you know affordable housing होनी चाहिए. इन चीज़ों के लिए मैं ये समझता हूँ कि it's very advisable for all the listeners out there to contact their bankers directly to see कि क्या सूरत हाल है as the situation evolves this year. One of the things जो कि सारों को leverage करना चाहिए, I would advocate sincerely, is कि आप अपने बैंकर से, अपने फाइनेंशियल एडवाइज़र से पूछें कि भाई हाउ कैन वी सेव मनी, हाउ कैन वी इन्वेस्ट मनी टू मैक्सिमाइज आवर रिटर्न्स. And in that regard, people like us, like mobile mortgage advisors like myself, can be very helpful yeah. to clients, because हम लोग partner करते हैं with other mortgage, not mortgage, but other banking partners like investment consultants या financial advisors या बैंक ऑपरेशंस के जो लोग हैं उन सारों के साथ, ताकि हम आपके जो कारोबार के सिलसिले में या अपने ज़ाती आपके पर्सनल सेविंग्स के एस्पेक्ट को हम मैक्सिमाइज कर सकें. And then collectively when we make decisions, it is in your best interest. When I say your, it is all the people out there who are looking to seek mortgages and to benefit from what the banks can provide. Rate is not the only thing that you should look towards. I mean, it's really easy कि भैया आप कहें कि जी rate
यही
सबसे सस्ता हो।
आई वांटेड टू पॉइंट आउट, मोस्टली जो मेजॉरिटी ये कहती है हमें रेट अच्छा मिले
तो विल गो फॉर दैट मॉर्गेज, बट यू हैव टू लुक डीपर इनटू इट कि भाई इस मॉर्गेज में और क्या फैसिलिटीज़ हैं, क्या हम प्री पेमेंट्स कर सकते हैं, हम जल्दी पे ऑफ कर सकते हैं विदाउट पेनल्टीज, और किस किस्म के हमें बेनिफिट्स मिल सकते हैं, लाइक यू नो फॉर एग्जांपल एट CIBC all our mortgages we can make a 20% prepayment annually in each calendar year, and also double up our payments. This is for fixed mortgages, for variable mortgages. For fixed we can make up to 10% in lump sum payment every year. तो इस तरह की चीज़ें हैं जो कि लोग डिस्क्लोज नहीं करते रेट में, यू नो, स्पेशली इन द बी लेंडिंग मार्केट, एंड आई डोंट वांट टू नॉक ऑन देम, दे आर आल्सो देयर टू बेसिकली मीट पीपल्स नीड्स अगर हाई रिस्क हो या कुछ ऐसे सिचुएशंस हो। बट बाय एंड लार्ज आई थिंक कि जितने भी आपके हैं लिसनर्स, उनको मैं ये एडवाइस देना चाहता हूँ कि आप अपने बैंकर से कांटेक्ट ज़रूर करें, ताकि उनके सारे जो भी हैं, अब नए प्रोडक्ट्स आ रहे होते हैं, नए सर्विसेज आ रहे होते हैं, स्पेशली इन द लाइट ऑफ चेंजिंग एनवायरनमेंट्स, जिस तरह अब rates has become an issue, so when the rates decrease there will be more incentives that the bank would be offering. तो आप राब्ता ज़रूर रखें अपने बैंक से।
Obviously you have to be in contact with your personal banker. अगर उसमें सारी उनको mortgage department भी होता है जैसे कि आप हैं, obviously because mortgages and real estate, they are very closely connected and linked with each other.
Absolutely. You have to work hand in hand. Like people like us, we work very closely with realtors, very closely with centers of influence, जिस तरह accountants हो गए। अब some of the products, if you allow me to elaborate on some of the really good products that we are offering right now through CIBC for self-employed people, and in that regard हम लोग accountants से बड़ा interact करते हैं to see which way we can use different types of income that the client is declaring. Incorporated हैं तो we can look at their accounting statements and see what type of income हम business से निकाल के हम उनको personal income में add कर सकें और deal को qualify कर पाएँ। Especially in high interest rate scenario, ऐसी चीज़ें बड़ी काम देती हैं। Then we have another program that is called the high net worth program. हाई नेट वर्थ प्रोग्राम में अगर आप टिपिकली TDS जो है 44% होता है, जिस पे क्वालिफाई करना चाहिए आपको, टोटल डेट सर्विसिंग रेशियो जो कहलाते हैं। तो इस हाई नेट वर्थ प्रोग्राम में अगर आपके पास सेविंग्स हैं अप टू मिनिमम $250,000 इन लिक्विड कैश या लिक्विड RRSPs, इस तरह के प्रोडक्ट्स में इन एनी कैनेडियन इंस्टीट्यूशन, तो हम आपको अप टू 90% TDS तक क्वालिफाई कर सकते हैं।
Okay, all right.
तो इस तरह की चीज़ें मतलब हैं हमारे ऑफरिंग्स में आजकल, एंड दे आर वेरी पॉपुलर, एंड वी आर डूइंग लॉट ऑफ वर्क टू अगेन हेल्प पीपल अचीव द एम्बिशंस। तो ये है जी। तो आई थिंक अगेन कमिंग बैक टू द पॉइंट, वेयर आर वी गोइंग, interest rates will be going down for sure, down the road. When it actually happens and how significant remains to be seen. Good sign that banks have reduced their discount rates and the rates have come down significantly compared to, I would say, last quarter. So deals are qualifying. Activity in the market, as you know, activity real estate is, I'm talking to a lot of realtors who are saying कि जी multiple offers आ रही हैं,
multiple offers have started, yeah.
घर बिक रहे हैं, and a lot of inquiries coming in all of a sudden. So I think 2024 would be a good year to look back on, and 25 would be a better year. हाँ जी।
23 was a very bad month. In fact,
I think we should look at all these difficult situations as a positive step towards making better decisions moving forward.
Yeah. Let's keep our fingers crossed. मैंने तो जैसे कि अपने एक शो में मैंने बोल दिया था कि जी जो बैंक ऑफ कनाडा, पहली बात है मैं तो I don't trust Bank of Canada because I think you would also appreciate the way Bank of Canada handled the whole situation. That was very unprecedented and very kind of I would say it was not very prudent kind of a move, अगर आपने करना ही है तो आप gradually, आप देखिए इतना अर्सा बैठे रहे हैं 2020, 2021, then 2022 में एकदम you just woke up like a giant and टक सारा कुछ आपने जो है वो मामला गड़बड़ कर दिया. I think they should have started gradually. थोड़ा सा करते तो I think that would have been probably little better. क्या ख्याल है आपका?
I hear you, Ji. I respect your opinion. I am a person who thinks a little differently. I'm a person of the moment, the present. We have to work with what we have in hand, and looking back into the past is good for statisticians and to see which way they want to progress moving forward. There's weight to what you have to say. But I think again I would stick to my guns in a sense that for everyone who's looking to seek a home and to build net worth and equity, now's the time to look into those areas and look at ways to save as much money as possible by talking directly to your bankers and seeing how you should invest, कहाँ invest करना चाहिए, कैसे invest करना है, कितने का invest करना है, किस किस्म के हमें products लेने चाहिए moving forward. The past is certainly a good indicator, and we should learn from the past.
That's
we
right.
should move forward in the right direction.
And this is I've been telling my friends and my जो भी हमारे हैं दोस्त मेहरबान, this is the buyer's market right now, and borrowing cost has come down. So I think this is the next probably month or 2 months is going to be an ideal situation for the buyers, because they will be able to get deals, better prices. Because the moment Bank of Canada ने rate cut किया, so market is going to turn around, and what do you say?
Absolutely, and we are really anticipating a huge level of interest amongst buyers, and as we speak, the banks are preparing for that.
Mm-hmm.
So
because already we see a lot of activity in the market, and multiple offers are happening.
Haan,
and I mean 4 offers, 10 offers, 16 offers. एक मैं पहले ही मैंने बताया एक और प्रॉपर्टी जिसपे put up an offer and turned out to be 16 offers on that property.
Haan, and every day we watch even on applications like TikTok, you will see 40 offer आ गए ऊपर or 50 offers ऊपर आ गए, but it's a good sign. I think it's a good sign.
It's a good sign, and ये भी है कि जैसे मैंने पहले ही कहा था कि over asking and over market price, they are two different things. मैं I think explain कर चुका हूँ, इसको फिर explain करेंगे. I think time for a short break. Let's go for a short break.
Okay.
Stay with us.
Looking for a dream house?
Always have your own doctor and a realtor. There is no shortcut to experience and knowledge. You want to buy, sell, or invest? Residential or commercial? Experience the difference with Azfar Tahir, your full-time realtor for life.
I want to be a data scientist. That's something I'm passionate about. I want to bring a change in the medical aspect. Data scientists do collection of the data, then they analyze the data, and then they transform the data into meaningful conclusions. Algoma is unique because we get a chance to do one-on-one interaction with professor, and that's the best part.
The need of computer science graduate is huge. Nowadays, the industry demand is changing every day, and Algoma is adaptable. Algoma is changing its course content, changing the degree programs, and giving several certificate courses that the industry is actually looking for.
Personalized learning is the hallmark of Algoma's university experience. Algoma is offering the accelerated second degree. It's the only one in province.
Algoma not only just give us in-campus experience and skill set, but they also help us develop how to present ourselves in real world. Where do I see myself in 5 to 10 years? I see myself working at some multinational corporation as a data scientist. This is the first step towards my journey.
जिंदगी शम्मा की सूरत हो खुदाया मेरी
मुस्लिम वेलफेयर सेंटर के जरिए आप पाकिस्तान के रेगिस्तान में प्यासों को पानी पिला सकते हैं, गरीब बच्चों की तालीम और माली परवरिश कर सकते हैं, बीमारों का मुफ्त इलाज करवा सकते हैं। ज़कात, सदक़ात या फिदिया देने के लिए आज ही हमें फ़ोन करें 1-866-754-3111।
Hello, this is Tahir from Remax Millennium. I'm top producer and award winner realtor for multiple years. हम आपको प्रोवाइड करते हैं under one roof real estate services, mortgage services and legal services for all the real estate matters. मेरा कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर है 647-778-7879 and I'm searchable on all the social medias with Tahir Mangat name, and I sell it for max and I'm the best negotiator.
ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਉਦੋਂ ਸਮਝ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਦ ਅਸੀਂ ਟਰੈਵਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਜੇ ਟਰੈਵਲਿੰਗ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸੁਪਨਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਸੁਪਨੇ ਨੂੰ ਸੱਚ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ETN Travels ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਜਰਨੀ ਨੂੰ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਇੱਕਦਮ ਸਮੂਥ ਡੋਮੈਸਟਿਕ ਐਂਡ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਟਰੈਵਲ ਆਲ ਇਨਕਲੂਸਿਵ ਪੈਕੇजेस, cruises, super visa insurance, ਇਹ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਸਰਵਿਸਿਜ਼ ਨਾਲ ETN Travels ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਹਰ ਟਰੈਵਲਿੰਗ ਨੀਡ ਲਈ one stop solution, 2 locations to serve you, Brampton and Mississauga.
ETN Travels serving you from 2 locations, Brampton 905-463-1301, Mississauga 905-463-1304.
Cause I look good. Shake my head and I move my shoulders, legs, hands and feet. I know you mad, thanks for the input. It ain't my fault that I look this good. And I don't care because I got my hat on lean like a king. I got a smooth disposition. Got the swag running all through my veins. In the coupe when I'm whipping. I try to top like I make a bar crane. When you talk, I don't listen. Cause I don't really wanna hear you complain. I make a smooth transition and bounce back like a basketball game. Who that got 'em up now? Who that got 'em funky like me? Got their hands up like a touchdown. Where they sweating, they gon' need an IV. Who that got 'em up now?
Looking for a dream house?
Always have your own doctor and a realtor. There is no shortcut to experience and knowledge. You want to buy, sell, or invest? Residential or commercial? Experience the difference with Azfar Tahir, your full-time realtor for life. Welcome back to the Realtors Cafe and thank you for staying with us. तो हम बात करते हैं, अच्छा I sorry forgot to thank you once again. हमेशा मैं सबसे पहले शो स्टार्ट करने से पहले I always thank you. जो हमारे फ्रेंड्स हैं, हमारे जो व्यूअर्स हैं, इस प्रोग्राम का बहुत पसंद करते हैं, आपकी बहुत ईमेल्स आती हैं और उनको पढ़ के बड़ा अच्छा लगता है। आपकी जो भी आपके क्वेश्चंस हैं, वी ट्राई टू आंसर दोज क्वेश्चंस इधर ड्यूरिंग द शो, और मोस्टली का तो मैं ये है कि वो मैं आपको रिप्लाई कर देता हूँ ईमेल में। तो थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर योर कंटिन्यूड सपोर्ट एंड वॉचिंग रियल्टर्स कैफ़े। वंस अगेन हमारी ईमेल है जी voiceoftorontotv@gmail.com, voiceoftorontotv@gmail.com, एंड हमारे स्टूडियो का नंबर है जी 905-670-4114। इफ़ यू एनी क्वेश्चंस प्लीज़ गिव अस अ कॉल। तो हम बात कर रहे थे जी सैम के साथ, माय फ्रेंड सैम शहरियार महमूद फ्रॉम CIBC Mortgages। तो जी सैम, ये बात हो रही थी मॉर्गेज की, आप बड़ा अच्छा उसको एक्सप्लेन किया, बड़ा आई मीन इट्स फुल ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन एंड नॉलेज। आपने काफ़ी चीज़ें बताई और काफ़ी हमारे जो देखने वाले जो व्यूअर्स हैं, फ्रेंड्स हमारे, उनके लिए भी काफ़ी एक एजुकेशन है, मेरे लिए बहुत है। ठीक है जी, तो आपने बड़ा अच्छा,
थैंक यू, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपके वर्ड्स का। I'd be happy to share some more details in
Yeah, please.
terms of क्या हमारा बैंक प्रोवाइड करता है, किस किस्म के बेसिक प्रोग्राम।
मैंने वही क्या आई मीन कौन कौन सी प्रोडक्ट्स हैं आपके पास, किस तरह हैं?
हाँ जी,
उसमें आपसे करता हूँ।
सबसे पहले जो हमारी क्लासिफिकेशन है मॉर्गेजेस की, एक तो कन्वेंशनल है और एक हाई रेशियो है। मीनिंग कि अगर आप 20% डाउन पेमेंट एंड अबव करते हैं तो कन्वेंशनल मॉर्गेज होता है, और अगर आप हाई रेशियो में जाते हैं तो यू कैन make a down payment of 5% and carry government insurance through CMHC or one of those institutions, and फिर आप आपकी डील को क्वालिफाई करते हैं। बट इन एनी केस आपकी क्वालिफिकेशन जो है वो मैंडेटरी है, एंड क्वालिफिकेशन इज़ ऑन द लोन अमाउंट, कि आपकी लोन का आपके लिए इनकम कितनी है क्वालिफाई करने के लिए, राइट?
अच्छा, आई एम गोना इंटरप्ट यू हियर बिकॉज काफ़ी हमारे फ्रेंड्स की पूछते हैं हमसे, ईमेल्स भी आती हैं कि सर ये जो ये गवर्नमेंट का जो प्रोग्राम है कोई 5% डाउन पेमेंट वाला, एक न्यू कमर प्रोग्राम है, is it still in place? मुझे याद है एक ज़माने में they used to call it Welcome to Canada program. It's a newcomer program. Is it still in place?
For first-time home buyers, the government has an incentive where you put 5% down and the government matches 5% and it becomes a 10% down payment essentially.
Okay.
तो वो प्रोग्राम है, it's pretty much available for anyone.
उसका क्या criteria है उसके लिए? 5% supposing मेरे पास 5% डाउन पेमेंट है, और मुझे अगर उसकी कोई इज ए सर्टन प्राइस लिमिट कि इस प्राइस तक आप जा सकते हैं? सपोजिंग आजकल तो प्राइसेस जो है $1 मिलियन की रेंज में एवरेज आपको अगर कोई मिलती है चीज़, तो 5% मेरे पास है।
हाँ जी, देयर इज अ मैक्सिमम कैप ऑन द वैल्यू ऑफ द होम।
दैट्स व्हाट आई वाज गोइंग।
सो आई बिलीव इट्स 1 मिलियन, सो यू कांट एक्सीड दैट। तो वी हैव टू वर्क विद इन द पैरामीटर्स, एंड जो अभी दो या तीन अदारे हैं जो कि ये गवर्नमेंट।
आई थिंक लेट्स टेक अ कॉल आई ना। Realtors Cafe?
Hello.
Yes, hi.
Hi, this is Preeti.
Hi, Preeti. How are you?
So I have a couple of questions. So I'm new to Canada. I'm on my work permit, and I would like to, buy a new house in Canada.
Okay.
And what are the requirements, like, and I wanted a down payment that will be only 5% to 10% down payment.
5% to 10% down payment. You are on the work permit, and how long have you been here in Canada for?
So I'm on my work permit right now. It's been 3 years.
Okay, you are on this work permit for 3 years. Have you applied for your immigration as yet, or no?
I did.
You've already applied for your immigration?
Yes.
Okay, and you want to buy a property? Okay, we'll talk to our mortgage specialist. Keep watching Realtors Cafe. We'll just answer your question.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, the pretty call.
That ties in exactly what we were talking about. So उसमें यूँ है कि for people who are on work permit, one of the basic requirements is that the work permit should be valid for a certain period of time, regardless of whether you've applied for immigration. तो उसमें यूँ है कि make sure, Preeti, that when you plan to apply, that your work permit is valid for a minimum period of a year. If not, then get it renewed till such time that it's at least minimum 1 year validity. To answer your question regarding down payment, yes, you can go for the same government insured program where you come with 5% down or 10% down and carry 90%. So in order to qualify, aapki income, one, it should be a permanent position. It should not be a part-time position. It should be a permanent job without any probation. I think you've been working for 3 years. So
she's been working for 3 years.
That shouldn't be an issue. We may require details like aapki letter of employment and specifics regarding your salary and the nature of your job. But that all comes at the time of application. But by and large, these are the things that are required to qualify. Income ko dekh ke hi qualify.
Yeah, we need to. Pretty, I think Sam has probably answered your question to a greater extent. If you need further, information you want to discuss with us, please give us a call. Obviously, we need to sit down with you, or we can talk over the phone. And we need to get some maximum information from you. I mean, your credentials, your financial worthiness, and obviously about your employment and your everything.
And if I may add to that, Azfar, these are very nice points you mentioned. Preeti, one of the things that we do at the bank, at CIBC, and most of the other banks do the same, we do something called a mortgage affordability estimate for any client that is interested in, who is interested in a mortgage. So in your case, and if I may add, like, every applicant has a different background, a different situation. So in order to complete that, it's a very short process. There are a number of questions that we ask regarding income, your background, etc. And we come up with a certificate that shows that you're eligible for X amount of a mortgage, and that you can comfortably take to your realtor and say that, okay, now let's start shopping for a home. So that is something that is not a guarantee as such, but it certainly is an indicator, as an estimate, that this is what you would qualify for based on the information that you provide us. There are certain other things that we also do, like formal pre-approvals, where we pull your credit report and we do the whole process for qualifying you, and we actually get an approval, which is technically a pre-approval, but for that you need to identify the property, you need to make sure that it's the same property that you're going for, and then we take it from there. So there are different ways to approach it, but I would strongly suggest, and I will leave my coordinates at the end of the show if you have specific questions for me even.
You give us a call, give Sam a call, give me a call, my number is on the screen.
We can certainly answer your
we'll be glad to help you out. My number is 416-570-1228. So give us a call. Our Sam number is also displaying on the screen. So give us a call. We'll go through all the details with you, and definitely we'll be very glad to help you in buying your property and getting the mortgage. I think there is another caller. Let's see. Hello, welcome to the Realtors Cafe.
Hello.
Hi.
This is Preeti, and thank you for answering the questions. It was really informative.
You're welcome.
And one more thing I wanted to ask, can I get the phone number of the person who's talking so that I can reach out to him directly?
Yeah, Sam, I think it's,
right now it's 647-330-7880. 647-330-7880.
All right, yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Give him a call, he'll help you out with that. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Here you go. So people are now going to be after you, eh?
I'd be happy to. I'll try every
way. So this, we're talking about this, as you said, 5%, this newcomer program. So
for first-time home buyers.
For first-time home buyers.
Yeah.
And
there's another distinction, which we have a program called the Newcomers Program, Newcomer to Canada Program. That's slightly different in that कुछ ऐसे होते हैं applicants who have freshly arrived to Canada, and they have a background of professional employment in their home countries. And they haven't really completed a year, so to speak, or they have a certain amount of funds lying in their bank account, Canadian bank account here, but they find it difficult to qualify because they're here for a short time, they're on permanent resident status, but they're probably qualifying themselves more to get back into their profession. For example, let's say a pharmacist working in the home country arrives here with the family and is working part-time to make ends meet for the time being, and at the same time studying to get the professional certification here in Canada for pharmacy. And so the bank looks at all that. The bank looks at your ability to make payments based on your bank balance sitting in Canada. If you have principal and interest payments for 2 years, they could waive certain requirements for qualifying. For professionals in the medical field, in the healthcare industry, for example, we have, so if you're actually studying to certify yourself, we can look at a certain income level to qualify you based on your background. So that program is a little different in that sense. It's a little bit more, let's say, onerous to complete the application, but certainly a lot of applications are getting done for people who are new to the country. So call it a new immigrant program or new to Canada program. Those
so how about,
programs
sorry,
exist as well.
to cut you. How about the people on work permit? As she said that she has applied for the immigration, but there are so many, I know people on work permits, they have not applied for the immigration, but they are working for a couple of years here in Canada. Will they be able to, can they get a mortgage?
Like I said, the work permit has to be, it's called a foreign resident program. So basically if you have a work permit and you are eligible with your employment status, it has to be a valid work permit. So we can look at that program and see if you qualify within it. Yeah.
And is there any down payment
The down payment requirements are pretty much the same in terms of like, you know, your conventional and your high ratio mortgages.
So what are the, mortgage rates CIBC is offering these days?
Our mortgage rates, I like to say that we never lose to mortgage rates compared to any other financial institution in Canada. So our rates, in other words, are very aggressive. Each situation is different. You know, if we like to offer the best rates to our clients, especially our existing clients who we look to sort of accommodate every which way. That said, just to give you a specific example, like our rates currently for a 3-year fixed rate, closed rate, which is the most popular rate these days, shorter term, is anywhere between 5 and 5.5%, you know, depending on the situation, for a 25-year amortization. We can look at like.
Do you offer amortization period more than 25 years?
Yeah, for we go up to 30 years of amortization.
But I've heard, I think the government is probably working on some 40, 50, 60 years.
That is one way to do it. They did it in the past and they may do it again. I've heard of that, but we haven't seen that happen as yet.
But that's going to, then in that situation, you'll be totally in a negative situation, you know, amortization period is 50 years and you just paying your interest, you know, nothing is going towards.
Yeah, and a lot of people have experienced that already with the variable rate scenario these days where the amortizations went up to 60, 65 years and they're still facing that situation. But again, for new buyers, it might be a little bit easier given the inflationary period and the cost of living. If you want to qualify, it's easier for you to qualify with a longer amortization. 30-year amortizations, coming back to rates, there's a premium attached to all mortgages that are more than 25 years in amortization. So we have a 10 basis points premium attached to higher amortizations.
Right?
And similarly for rental properties, investment properties, it goes up about 15 basis points. So you have to gauge that. But that said, there are lots of incentives that the bank is offering for bringing your mortgages in from other institutions, or for buying a new home for the first time, or for generally just buying a home. You know, we can provide cash incentives without any clawbacks for bringing your mortgage in. There are other things we can do. If you're looking at really saving money, we can look at ways to further reduce your mortgage costs. Again, feel free to contact me and I can guide you in your specific situation.
Yeah, sure. So that definitely, when they call you, then they sit down with you, then it's a different situation. So what is the 5 years fixed rate being offered by CIBC?
It's pretty much the same.
Obviously,
I like to say, like after discounts, after all, making all.
Yeah, it varies from person to person. I mean, customer to customer. ये मैं बताना चाह रहा हूँ दोस्तों को. It all varies, you know. I mean, your relationship with your bank. And
मैंने आपको, sorry to cut you, but like what I just mentioned, between 5.5 or so, that's where the general rates are for a 3 to 5 year fix. There's not much of a difference in discount between a 3-year and a 5-year. You might save about 10 basis points between both rates. Okay, 5-year being perhaps a little cheaper. but then you're stuck to a 5-year fixed
5 years,
rate,
yeah.
right? So and when you're looking at a reducing interest rate scenario, you're probably better off with a shorter term right now.
That's what I've been advising all my friends, during the last.
और variable rates जो हैं वो थोड़े अभी ज़्यादा हैं
Yes,
because the discount is less when it comes to variable rates. So the prime rate is at 7.2
7.2.
and banks are looking at a maximum of 20 to 25%, 20 to 25 basis points discount.
Only?
That's
Somebody told me some banks are offering, I think, a prime minus 1.25%. They have gone up to them.
Again, our bank is at like.
I don't know. Somebody told me about that. So I was
and I don't
not
think
sure.
there could be that much of a difference. But most of the banks out there are pretty much the same at par. So the posted rates are like about 20 basis points below prime, right? So you can get further discounts. Again, talk to me to see how much we can reduce further. But it won't be comparable to a fixed rate nowadays. Fixed rates are a lot lesser.
No, thank you very much. काफी detailed information और काफी details हमें बताई इन्होंने सैम ने शहरियार ने and आगे situation is inshallah going to be much better. Things are improving and we see a brighter future for our buyers, even for sellers. And just say I've been telling you for the last many years that this is the time to buy. This is the buyer's time. This is the buyer's market right now. So please don't delay it. ठीक है, last year borrowing cost was higher. The people were a little reluctant. Then we have the stress test. The 2% you add on to your agreed rate or whatever the bank is offering you. Then वो stress test में जो है वो उसमें आके फिर लोग qualify नहीं कर पा रहे थे.
And that stress test is still here. I mean, we still qualify.
I think
it's the same. It's the same. We look at 2% over the negotiated
rate.
So the negotiated rate, the good thing is that the negotiated rate has gone down. So then obviously when you add 2% on top of the lower rate, you can qualify for more money.
Yeah.
So that is there, and hopefully the rates will go down further. And if they eliminate the stress test, that will be really nice. There are situations where I think in the case of high ratio mortgages, when you go for a renewal, they're not looking at stress tests anymore.
Okay.
For renewals only. So that's also a saving grace for a lot of people. So they can qualify for more in that regard and renew their mortgages, right?
That's nice.
ये है कि there's lots to look forward to. I think a lot of builders are giving great incentives. That's your space. Where it's a lot more affordable for people to book homes now for future. So
yeah, because we do get every day from developers different projects are being launched all across Ontario, because we deal not only in the GTA, we serve the whole of Ontario. और काफ़ी जगह जितने भी projects हमारे launch हो रहे हैं, builders are also to their VIP brokers like us, they offer various incentives. उसमें कुछ आपको एक्स्ट्रा इंसेंटिव्स दे रहे हैं, कुछ पेमेंट्स में आपको कर रहे हैं, फिर जो उनका जो पेमेंट स्ट्रक्चर है, डिपॉजिट स्ट्रक्चर, उसमें काफ़ी लीनेंट है. दे आर क्वाइट लीनेंट नाउ, ऑफरिंग ठीक है, देयर ऑफरिंग्स आर फॉर अ लिमिटेड टाइम, बट यू कैन ऑलवेज टेक एडवांटेज ऑफ दोज इंसेंटिव्स बाय कॉन्टैक्टिंग.
And I think because of this period, they're giving very attractive offers as well.
That's right. तो उसमें काफ़ी उनकी टर्म्स काफ़ी इस वक्त अट्रैक्टिव हैं और अच्छी हैं. तो आप कोई प्रॉपर्टी बुक करवाना चाहते हैं कि तो प्लीज़ कॉन्टैक्ट अस. और आप रेडी प्रॉपर्टी लेना चाह रहे हैं जिसको सेकेंडरी मार्केट कहते हैं दुबई, ठीक है जी, यहाँ पे रीसेल कहते हैं, वहाँ पे हम प्री कंस्ट्रक्शन कहते हैं, इन दुबई दे कॉल इट ऑफ प्लान. तो किसी किस्म की आपको हो, प्लीज़ गिव अस अ कॉल. आई विल बी वेरी हैप्पी टू हेल्प यू थ्रू आउट the process. We'll help you in buying the property, in selling the property. Then we have mortgage specialists like Sam sitting here who can take care of your mortgages. So any questions, please feel free to give us a call, send us an email, and we'll be happy to help you and assist you all the way. Any message for our viewers, Sam? Go advice करना चाहें?
Absolutely. Once again, thank you so much for your wonderful audience and your wonderful listeners. I would again strongly stress that if you have any questions, please contact your banker and get like the overall holistic, sort of approach in terms of, how the bank can assist you through its various facets. Save your money, invest your money wisely with good reputable institutions. Surprisingly, a lot of people shy away from approaching their bankers directly, especially people who are new to the country. They have some sort of a fear कि यार हम बैंक के पास गए तो पता नहीं क्या होगा, कि डिक्लाइन ना हो जाए. इस तरह नहीं होता. जिस तरह मैं कह रहा था कि आप अपनी अफोर्डेबिलिटी चेक करवा सकते हैं without any commitments to see where you stand. Plus the good thing is that when you approach a bank, they want to look at you as a long-term relationship, and they want to do it for your betterment, for your family's betterment, so that you have a stable life going forward. You don't have to worry about your savings aspect to see कि भाई किस तरह मैं optimize कर रहा हूँ या कर रही हूँ अपने funds को. ये सारी चीज़ें leave it in the hands of professionals. So likewise, I am in the mortgage space. I try my best to get myself better every single day by learning more and doing more for my clients and for my prospective clients. That's why we are here. The good thing is I'm mobile, so I can come to your place if you don't have the time to come to me. So I'm at large. I'm out there having fun, meeting all my great friends and clients in the marketplace. So anywhere you are,
give him a call and he'll meet you anywhere.
If you're outside the province, send me a ticket and I'll fly over. but yeah, no, I'd be happy to even do a video call with you, over the phone. So that's no problem. We can do mortgages all over Canada, by the way, sitting here. There's no territorial restrictions. And when it comes to advice, pick up the phone and call me. My number is again 647-330-7880, affectionately called Sam Mahmood. And again, my number is 647-330-7880. You can find me in one of the Brampton CIBC banking centers, mostly at the Mississauga and Williams Parkway location. Sometimes at the Highway 10 and Steeles location, but again, I'm open to be anywhere.
Can just give him a call.
Can meet you at the branches or even at your home or your office.
I'm in the place of your choice.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Sam.
Very welcome to our
thank
you for your time.
And
thank you for being here.
Giving us a lot of information and knowledge. हमारे ज्ञान में आपने बहुत इजाफा किया. So dear viewers, hope आपको आज का program पसंद आया होगा. You must have liked, must have learned a lot of things like me. Like I did. So anyways, thank you very much for watching Realtors Cafe with Azfar Tahir. Keep watching and please keep shooting your emails to us. Once again, हमारी email है जी voiceoftorontotv@gmail.com. So take care of yourself, stay warm. Until next time, bye-bye.
Looking for a dream house?
Always have your own doctor and a realtor. There is no shortcut to experience and knowledge. You want to buy, sell, or invest? Residential or commercial? Experience the difference with Azfar Tahir, your full-time realtor for life.